Okay, so I have a friend that filed for his son, and the filing got denied because lack of evidence of him being his father, and his name was added on to the filing late, to the birth paper late.
Right.
So I was wondering, like, where in Jamaica can you do a DNA test?
Well, this is what you would have to refile again. See, when the father is not married to the mother, they actually make it much more difficult for the father. They actually discriminate against fathers who are not married to mothers, because not only do you have to prove that you are the biological father, you also have to prove, so even if you do take a DNA test and prove you're the biological father, it's not enough. You also have to prove that there was a relationship between that father and that child between birth and 18. Okay? So, and when you add your name onto a birth certificate years after the fact, that is considered zero evidence to prove that you are the father. Any man can come 5 years after the fact and say, I'm the father, put my name on the birth certificate, and then go file for my kid. So
Okay.
what you would have to do is you would have to submit proof that there is a bona fide father-child relationship between the father and the child. In addition to that, get several affidavits from people saying that they know for a fact that he is the biological father. You submit everything, and then you say to immigration, if you want, we've already proven there's a relationship, and if you want, I will take a blood test, but I want to do it in conjunction with the immigration service. You're not just going to go randomly do a blood test now, submit it to immigration. They're going to say that's worthless. You have to do it under the auspices of the immigration service. So then they would send you in Jamaica to a doctor, and they would send the father here, wherever he is in the United States, to an immigration doctor, and then they would collect the blood samples, send it to Washington, D.C., and then make a determination.
Last year, I remember I called you because I filed the paperwork and they denied me because the affidavit was wrong. And you said to me, oh, that's why they denied you, and you're stressing out, and you're looking through your windows. Remember, I told you I was looking through the windows and the doors, and I can't eat and I can't sleep. Refiled.
Yes.
I refiled back in January.
Right.
And last month, in February, I should say, my case updated to your case is now in processing for interview or something like
Fantastic,
that. So I'm wondering what's going on.
That means that all your paperwork was in order, and you're just in line now to get an interview. So everything's going good. All right?
I got a question for my brother.
Yes.
He's in Jamaica. All right. He tried to get a visa like 3 times at the U.S. Embassy.
Right.
And they told him he needs to establish himself some more.
He has to establish what?
Himself some more in the country so he could get a visa.
Okay, so he doesn't have enough ties to his home country to get the visa.
Yes.
Okay.
But he has a fiance over here in which she want to get married to him. So you want me to ask if it's better to get a fiance visa, or she could come down there and marry to him, knowing that he got denied 3 times.
Well, he got denied because they didn't believe he was going to return home to his home country. When you have a fiance visa, you don't got to prove that, because you intend to go live in the United States and get married. So the only thing you have to prove for the fiance visa is that you intend to get married in a bona fide marriage. There's no better or worse, but I will say that a fiance visa is faster than going to wherever he may live, getting married, and then filing for a green card.
Okay, so what they require for the fiance visa? Just to prove that the relationship is real?
Prove the relationship is real, and they intend to get married within 90 days.
I sponsored my son, and he came over here in 2009.
Right.
September, and then he get involved in 2012, I think, yes, with a shoplifting at a Walmart there, and I actually take attorney for him, and he go and he pay, I think, like $200 and something fine, and no contest. I think he went to play at the.
Now, just so you know, when you plead no contest, that's a guilty plea for immigration.
I know, yeah, that's guilty. Yeah, I know that. So, from then to now, I went to get the disposition and the police report, because he actually sealed his case because of job-wise.
Mm-hmm.
I get a disposition for him. The police
what did
report
he plead guilty? What was he found guilty of?
Petty theft.
Petty theft. Okay. And he has a green card? What's his story?
Yes, he's a green card holder. So from since the case finished in 2013, so his green card is expiring next year. So I want to know if he's putting for his citizenship instead of going for his green card and wasting a set of money.
Well, is he still on any sort of probation or anything?
No, he didn't get no plea. He just paid a fine and that was it.
All right.
He didn't
Well, you have to be able to prove good moral character to become a citizen. The fact
he
that
never had no ticket. I've never had no ticket or any.
I'm on your side. I'm on your side. Let me just tell you what the law is. Okay? The fact that he had an arrest and a petty offense conviction is something that the immigration officer can say shows bad moral character. Now, having pled guilty to a petty offense, if that's his only arrest and conviction ever in his life, almost 99%, unless I see the disposition, I can't be 100%, but I'm 99% certain it's not a deportable offense because it's a petty offense exception.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's
the only problem you have with the law.
Okay. Now, what the law says for citizenship is you don't have to be a person of good moral character for 5 years, which is 365 days times 5 years. I don't know what that is, like 1,500 consecutive days. Or 1,600 consecutive days. You don't have to be a person of good moral character every single day. You're allowed to have a bad day. So I would argue to the immigration officer, kid had a bad day. But doesn't mean he's a good person. He is a good person. Here's all the other proof that he's a good person. So just know, yes, he can file for his citizenship. Nothing bad will happen because it's a petty offense. But know you're going to have a fight on your hand regarding proving good moral character.
Oh, okay.
All right, so you may want to have an attorney help you with that one.
Oh, so you think I should take an attorney to...
Absolutely, because without an attorney, he's going to get denied. Guarantee you.
I filed a petition late 2017 for I-130, I-485, and I-765.
Right.
We received the work permit and stuff like that. We got denied for the I-485, but approved for the I-130.
Okay,
so now I understand that I need to do a 601 waiver.
I don't know. The I-130, the approval means that they approved your marriage. You're in a bona fide marriage, but they said you're inadmissible to the United States. So now that's why the I-485 was denied. Why do you need to do a waiver? Why did they say you were inadmissible?
Because of the entry.
Because of your entry. How did you come to the United States?
On
somebody else's name?
Cruise.
Working on a cruise ship?
Yes.
Okay. And when you worked on a cruise ship, you came on a C1, D1 visa?
Right.
Okay. So if you work as a crew member, you're ineligible to adjust your status. So you waited 2 years for nothing. So now your I-130 is approved. You need to do what's called the provisional waiver, the I-601A, because you're ineligible to adjust. And then you got to be able to go home and come back. That's what needs to happen now. And I would suggest, because it's basic immigration law to know that you are ineligible to adjust, that you at least consult with an attorney to do your waiver. It's not filling out a form. If it was easy as filling out a form, I would not have a show. I would not have a law firm. I would be selling real estate.
The thing is, I have an attorney, and I want to know if I should change it because
if your attorney didn't know that you were out,
I feel like I'm being neglected.
Kim, it's not being neglected. They committed malpractice. If your attorney doesn't know that a person who comes on a crewman's visa is ineligible to adjust, that attorney doesn't know immigration law. All right, so it's not neglected. Wow. Okay, that is basic 101 immigration. That's not advanced immigration. That's basic immigration. How do you switch lawyers?
Would I?
And I'm not telling you got to hire me. You can hire me. I'm not telling you have to. But this is very simple how you do it. You go see a lawyer that you feel comfortable with, and you tell the lawyer, write my other lawyer a letter, say you're fired, and I'm hired. You don't even have to call him.
Because I'm to that point now where I'm depressed, I'm stressed, and I can't take anymore.
All right. So unfortunately for you, I can't change the past, but I think I could make the future better. So hold on one second, all right?
And my mom actually was applied through VAWA, and so she got her prima facie determination for I-360.
Right.
So is she eligible for I-765 and I-485?
She should have filed her I-485 already if she was married to a U.S. citizen.
And what about the I-765?
She should have done it now also with the I-485. It should have been done from the beginning.
My I-485 and I-765 case has been transferred to the National Benefit Center, and it's under their jurisdiction. So what would happen? Is it still in the processing stage, or is there a change? Because it got changed from its original.
It's just being processed until they get you to an interview, until they schedule a local interview.
So in order to get a green card through VAWA, do we need divorce?
No, as a matter of fact, if you're divorced for more than 2 years, you can't get a green card through VAWA. So you have to file within 2 years of a divorce. What you need is to prove that there is abuse in the relationship and there was a bona fide relationship, marriage, and that you're a person of good moral character. Those are the 3 requirements.
I have a son from my previous marriage, right? He's 3 years old, right? He's a U.S. citizen. No problem with him.
All right.
But my concern is with his mom. She's back home in Ghana, right? When she gave it to him over here, she didn't pay her bills completely, right? So one of the bill went to the collectors. It was just $50. It went to the collectors, right? But I ended up paying that bill.
Fine.
Now she wants to renew her visa. I don't know if that's a concern, because I don't know, will the collector send a mail back home?
I wouldn't be concerned. I wouldn't be concerned that she owes $50. I'd be concerned that she gave birth to in America on a visitor's visa, because if they know that, she'll never get a visa again.
Yeah, she had a B1, B2 visa.
If she came to the United States on a B1, B2 visa, she gave birth and she went back to Ghana, I can assure you, as much as the sun's going to rise tomorrow, that they will not give her a visa.
And what's the reason for that?
Because you can't come to the United States and give birth to a child and make an American citizen. It's against the rules of a visitor's visa. It's misrepresentation.
No, but she wrote to the embassy for the change of intent, and she got approved for that.
What change of intent?
If I'm correct, B1, B2 is both visitors, medical, and business, right?
No. Okay, a B1, B2 is a tourist visa. Now, a B1 is a visa for a businessman. Now, if you go to try to extend your tourist visa because you have a medical illness and you can show that you can afford to pay all of your bills without taking any government assistance, then certainly you may be able to get that extended. But even if you're going to pay all your bills for your pregnancy, it is still a misrepresentation to be here on a tourist visa, because you have now made an American citizen that otherwise that person would not have been.
Even if she didn't stay more than 2 months?
It doesn't, even if she didn't use any government assistance.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So what can she do now?
I don't know. She's going to have a huge problem. But I could almost assure you they will not renew her visitor's visa.
I recently got married.
Congratulations.
15th of February. Thank you so much.
Right.
To my wife, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're about to file for adjustment of status, right? I realized while we were dating, right, that she had a prior, I wouldn't say a prior conviction, but I think when she was in high school, something happened and then she went to juvie. So I want to know if it's an issue.
Something happened in high school. What happened?
She missed school or something like that, right? She missed school and then she got into juvie for that.
Okay. And you're the citizen, or she's the citizen?
No, she's.
Oh, that doesn't matter. She could commit all the crimes she wants. She's the American citizen. That doesn't make you inadmissible. It's what you did. So don't worry about it. Thanks for watching. For more Bradshaw Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.